Ladies, gentlemen, and all folks in between, welcome. Welcome to the last recap of the HDL before HDL honors next week and the week after the playoffs. This is our last normal week recap. It's been a long and grueling 13 weeks, but here we are. We're at the end. So, I've got 6 replays to share with you guys today. And we're going to go through them blind. I have seen only... I think I only saw one of these. So I actually have no idea what I'm going in for. So, let's go ahead and start the show. First up, we have Tyler against Jack. So, I'm going to jump right into it. So, we have 2 number 9s, the Araquanid, up against Aggron. Jack is going to switch into Noivern, allowing Tyler to get up a free layer of sticky webs. Gets hit by Air Slash. Almost kills Noivern with a single Ice Beam. Hey, Lion Boy, thank you for the resub. What if you missed? You've missed 2 turns. The stream has just started. By the way, if any co-coms would hop in here, I would greatly appreciate it, because I am flying solo right now, and I suck at solo commentary. So, if you have co-com privileges, you know where to find me. Alright. So, we're gonna have that. Araquanid is going to die to a second Air Slash. 245s, one with cheese, is going to come in as Jack switches into Fortified Brush, getting up Electro Terrain, proccing the Electricity for the defense boost. Moth Punch is going to do 12%.
Come.
Oh. Hello.
Howdy.
So,
slightly under the weather, but I am here.
Oh, not feeling well?
I mean, I felt great earlier, and I woke up from a nap, and now I feel like shit.
Hopefully you're not. I mean, if it's any consolation, I had a similar story today where I slept until like 1 p.m. my time, because I just had one of those days where my body just kept telling me, you need more energy, even though I really didn't.
I think I just have the freshman flu. I'm pretty sure. Because I had it earlier in the week, and then it kind of went away, and then now it came back again.
Yeah. No, I had it too when I was in my freshman year.
This is fantastic. I've had post-nasal drip for a week. It just won't go away.
If it's any consolation, freshman flu only happens once.
It's a cold call.
Yes, I greatly appreciate it. All right.
Yeah, my throat's been scratchy for a week now. It's fine.
Yikes.
But no COVID symptoms though, which is
That's
pretty good so
That's
far.
good.
No chills or headaches or it's just been stuffy nose and a scratchy throat.
Yep.
So.
Oh, by the way, chat, get vaccinated. Just get vaccinated, all right? If you're an anti-vaxxer, get out of the stream. I don't want you here. I'm gonna be deadpan honest. Anyway, back to the match. Okay, bye. All right. So we're going to go right back in. Tapacoco's going to go for acrobatics, doing 12%. Opts to go for a U-turn as Jack opts to pivot back into Noivern.
screen share.
In order to predict the earthquake, 1 second. Actually, there we go.
By the way, were you using music for the stream or not?
I have music on.
It wasn't very loud the moment I watched the stream, so that's all that's good.
Hang on.
Whatever music was on the starting soon screen, that was pretty hype though. I have no clue what it was.
That was from, so that was from Zero Wing. You might know it better as the game that gave birth to All Your Base Are Belong to Us.
Ah.
That is the game where that meme comes from. Hang on, let me... It's at like 25%. I can clearly hear it, and I can still hear you. Okay, well that's exactly where it should be. I'm gonna jack the... There we go. I jacked that up a little bit, so that should be a little bit more audio. Or audible now.
Better, yeah.
Alright, hopefully I can still be heard clearly. Let's pull out the window projector. Resize that a little bit. Turn that in OBS. There we go. There you go.
Oh, perfect.
Cocom feed is now there. So that's a little bit loud in my ears. Hang on, give me a minute. I'm gonna pull up Wavelength real quick. I'm gonna lower. There we go. This is why I love having the Elgato Wave microphone. I love individual audio tracks. All right. So, Noivern comes in on the earthquake, predicting it as Tyler is going to hard switch into DNC, getting hit by the Super Fang for half of its max health, as Jack is going to... Huh?
At least he can hit a Super Fang. God damn it.
As he's going to switch into... I mean, I haven't watched any of the other matches aside from this and Kevin's, so...
No, I didn't. I just didn't hit one. Remember Season 1?
Oh, yeah. Jack's going to double back into Aggron as Tyler's going to opt to go for Moonblast on his now Mega Diancie. Tyler's then going to switch into Conkeldurr as Jack's going to Mega Evolve, go straight for an Iron Head, doing 31%. Nice respectable chunk of damage. Jack's going to switch back into Tapu Koko, getting the Electro Terrain back up. As Conkeldurr's going to opt to go for close combat, doing 77% to a Tapu Koko. This is resisted. Guts Conkeldurr is a monster. If there was ever any doubt that anyone had about Guts Conkeldurr, hopefully this just does away with it. It is a monster. It always has been a monster. It's just a little bit worse than it was before because it obviously has more counters now. It's still an amazingly powerful mon.
You know, that's refreshing when I just type my symptoms into Google and it goes common cold. Yes!
Yep. Mach Punch is going to finish off Tapu Koko. I love whenever someone says stuff like, I've been coughing at night. Do I have cancer? And what would be? I love people go there, they'll just say yes. It's just like, yeah, no. Yeah. I regret to inform you that you have liver cancer, even though all your symptoms are in fact for the flu.
I give you 2 to 3 weeks to live.
Yeah. It's great. Because like, if you're taking anything from WebMD seriously, then you shouldn't be around. So Sasmito is going to come in as Tyler is going to switch into Tornadus, predicting the earthquake, so no damage taken. Flareon is going to come in place of Seismitoad, as Tyler's going to reveal Grass Knot on Tornadus, which is a good thing that Seismitoad got out what it did. Number 6 Extra Dip is going to come in, taking a crit Fire Blast like a champ. It was over half of its health. I mean, there's a decent chance that you have some form of cancer at any given time, whether it's malignant or not is the question. That is true. And to be fair, to be perfectly clear here, I am not ragging on anyone with cancer. If you have any form of cancer, my heart goes out to you profusely. It is not an enjoyable thing to have, and it is not a good thing.
Cancer's interesting. Like, the lab that I'm working in college is a cancer lab. Well, I'm not working, but it's like, it's very interesting how just kind of, it can't be avoided almost. It's weird. As
someone whose maternal grandmother has cancer, I sympathize with anybody who is suffering from cancer of any sort. Like, my heart goes out to you. I don't have anything against cancer patients. So please do not take.
Don't.
Yeah, I absolutely don't. All right,
it's just in Hylian hates cancer patients.
Oh God, I would immediately go fake news on that one. No, my heart goes out to anybody who's actually suffered from cancer. That is not an enjoyable experience. Garchomp's going to opt to go for Scale Shot. Only gets 2 hits, gets the speed increase. Hylian fuck cancer kids media. No. Change that. Remove the kids part. Hylian fuck cancer media. Because fuck cancer. Cancer can get out of here. Cancer's not welcome. Like, seriously, screw you, cancer. You're out here ruining people's lives. Go away.
Class tomorrow morning is on Zoom. Poggers.
Normally I'd be like, who would assume that? But then I remember Twitter. Exactly. Twitter will take anything you say out of context if they can.
Big Twitter moment.
There's a reason why I immediately damage control anything that I say these days that could even be remotely considered offensive. It's because I know full well that if I don't, somebody on Twitter will eventually go back, 3 years from now, find this post, put it up there without any of the following context, and try to paint me as someone I'm not, and then I can immediately go back to that same clip, pull up the thing that I said 30 seconds later and said, hey, you forgot this part where I immediately said afterward that was a joke and that I don't have anything against people with cancer.
Oh, 3 years back is Twitter being kind.
Stannis is going to come back and gets hit by the Ice Punch, doing a whopping 57% from full, as Jack is going to switch back into Mega Aggron. Tornadus is going to reveal Grass, not doing an 18%. Makes sense, Aggron's a heavy boy. Filter is going to finish it off, because, I don't know what the hell Tyler is feeding this bird, but it is not okay. Flareon is going to come in, gets hit by a Sludge Wave, as it misses the Fire Blast. Dark Pulse from Tornadus is going to do 33%, gets hit by another Fire Blast and dies. However, the Life Orb damage is going to kill Flareon in the process. Number 6 with extra dip is going to come back in against Seismitoad, as Garchomp's going to opt to go for Earthquake, doing a whopping 56%, proccing the Salac Berry, resetting the speed to neutral, and Ice Punch is going to kill Garchomp, and Seismitoad will barely live after Rough Skip damage. Dancing Mega is going to come in, finish off Seismitoad with a Moonblast. Arctozolt is going to come in, and does not die from an Earth Power. Hydro Pump will kill Mega Diancie, and then Arctozolt will die to Life Orb damage.
Die to Life Orb, baby.
I'm beginning to sense a pattern here. So, the number 9 Large is going to come back in against Noivern. Noivern's going to opt to go for Super Fang again, as it's going to die to Iron Head. Honestly, just, did what it could. And Tyra's going to win the match 2-0. Up next, Wade against Snazzy.
Oh, the redemption arc.
He brought the Magnemite.
Yeah, I knew he was going to bring it. He told me in DMs he was going to bring it.
This is interesting.
But this was my redemption arc.
I
know the stakes for this?
No, I'm going into all of these except for Kevin and Tyler's blind.
Okay, so let me set the scene here. The stakes for this: I lose, I'm in dead last. All right. I win, I finish in 10th. And I have to win with a 2 or a 3-0, so I don't finish with a minus 30 overall differential. At the very worst, the 2-0 ties me with the worst finishing differential of all time with Spooks and Kevin at minus 29.
Oh, that reminds me, real quick before I forget. Clay informed me earlier about things going on with the formula. I fixed it.
Yeah,
It was they were just targeting the wrong cells. I fixed it.
Yeah. Okay. So now with the differentials, I'm like, my differentials didn't change, and I know they should.
Turns out that the week 13 one was just targeting the wrong cell.
Yep.
So I fixed that one, and now everything's as it should be.
Yeah. So I had to win this game, or I would have been in last place, because obviously no one has a differential like mine at the moment. So I needed to win. Sadly, Floatzel didn't fit on the team. I wanted to finish with Floatzel, but he wasn't fitting. So, yeah, also poor Mudsdale. I didn't bring Mudsdale like the last 5 weeks of the season. The last game I brought Mudsdale was when I got swept by Clay. But all the times I got swept, Mudsdale was on the team. So it might have been partly Mudsdale's fault that I was getting swept. I don't know. He just kind of got left on the side of the road. But I needed to win this, and I had to beat a stall team to win. We're coming full circle, Highland. I lost week 1 to stall, and now I had to come in the last week and beat stall to avoid last place. Full redemption arc.
All right. So we're gonna lead off here with Rillaboom against Nokia. Where does his wife go?
Wife gone. He killed her.
Sturdy is going to immediately bring this thing down to 1, knocking off the Lumpberry as it's going to get paralyzed from T-Wave.
I didn't let it recycle anything.
And then Explosion's going to do 42%. Freaking suicidal Magnemite. And it's gone. And it's gone. So, Kieran Black is going to come in. Wade's going to switch into DiGiorno.
This thing countered this so hard.
Gets hit by 2 Icicle Spears. Instead, he's going to switch into Drierlint. Going to miss the Will-O-Wisp because of Wade Love.
No. That's a good thing. That was a good miss. You'll see why.
Clay's going to Volt Switch. Wade's going to Volt Switch pivot into Florges as Snazzy misses the Whirlpool.
Full circle.
Snazzy's going to switch into Toxic Fan Base, the Toxapex, which obviously is going to allow it to predict the Toxic. Marvin 2.0 is going to come in, gets hit by a knockoff. Obviously, this is Mega Beedrill, so nothing loses, and there's the Mega Evolution. Opts to go for knockoff on its own, getting rid of Toxapex's Assault Vest, as Smackdown is going to kill Mega Beedrill.
I was so confused. I was like, at first Assault Vest Toxapex, and then I got knocked off, and then I got Smackdown. I knew it dies to Woodhammer since it was Assault Vest, so that was a good feeling.
Rillaboom's going to come in with Woodhammer. How pissed would you have been if you parried?
Not pissed because he probably tried to knock off my fan there. I don't know what he would have done. But
Kieran Black is going to come in as Wade switches back into Rotom, getting hit by a Dragon Tail, so Florges is going to come back out. Not a good matchup for Kieran. Snide is going to immediately switch into Regigigas. Gets hit by the Toxic.
Wait, what the fuck is your profile picture I just noticed?
As, yeah, wait, what is your profile? Is that an automaton?
That's me.
It's not.
It looks like Neapolitan ice cream.
It's me.
It looks like a plushy automaton.
It's me.
What do you mean it's you?
I don't know how many times I have to tell you. It's me. That's legitimately me.
That's not you. You a plushie of a starfish?
It's me. That's a pink hoodie turned backwards with a plate inside of it with 2 ping pong balls painted black, taped to the back of the hood, and a face drawn on it.
Why?
We had like senior silly pictures in high school, and that's what I did for it. So that's me in the yearbook.
It looks like a fucking automaton.
Yeah.
It's shiny Quagsire.
Not really.
Alright, so, Wade's going to opt to go for Aromatherapy, curing Rillaboom's paralysis, but then Florges will get paralyzed from T-Wave.
That's fine. As long as Rillaboom wasn't paired, I didn't care. Also, Rillaboom was still faster than Toxapex, by the way.
Corsola is going to come in as Wade sets up a Wish. It gets hit by a crit Whirlpool. Goes for Toxic on Corsola.
That's why it's a good thing it wasn't burned.
then Corselet is going to opt to do what it does best and lay a curse as Florges gets full parried.
Which was fine.
So then chip by Whirlpool, chip by Curse.
It just both of us died.
And Corselet's going to opt to go for Strike Set. Does not get a whole lot of, health back because it's Florges. Going for Moonblast, lowering the special attack. Just lots of chip damage.
I didn't even feel like pressing Wish. I just wanted this thing to die. To be honest, I should have clicked Wish, and I could have stalled this thing out.
The crit Moonblast was going to allow Corselet to die to Toxic that turn. And doing so will free Florges from Whirlpool, so it doesn't die. Regigigas is going to come in and it's gone.
I just sack it. There's no point.
Yeah.
And now, pause here. Pause here. Here is where I was taking my opportunity. The plan here was to initiate a Hawlucha sweep, or just a Hawlucha clean at this point. Because Hawlucha, if it comes in, it just wins. Because this was Grassy Seed Hawlucha. It actually never touches the field for the rest of the battle. Esqueleto does not touch the field, which is depressing. But I'm going to bring in Rillaboom so I get the Grassy terrain set up, and then I'll explain why it just never happens. I just have to get the Grassy terrain.
So Rillaboom's going to come in, set up Grassy terrain, go for Drain Punch, doing a massive amount of damage to Regigigas, getting back a lot of health in the process. Regigigas misses the T-Wave.
So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to switch Hawlucha into another T-Wave because he's just going to click it again. So
I take it you were on Burden, not Limber.
Yeah.
The Drain Punch is going to finish off Regigigas. As Cure Plaque is going to come in.
And
it's going to switch into Doublade. Gets hit by a Fusion Bolt for 22%.
Gohan has to stand up to a demon to prove his father proud. Look at him.
Constantly doing it. Gohan is going to awaken his potential. Go for a substitute.
He's proving his training over the season is worth it. His dad is dead in the other world, and he's been training.
Dad's dead. He is the great Saiyaman. He's training.
And look at this. Boom. It's gone. Look at this. And I thought he was going to get this kill too, but he had fucking Mystical Fire. Damn it.
And then a very poetic end.
But
and just like in the anime, Majin Buu defeats Gohan. Then
this was the poetic end. I killed my ex-wife. She becomes my ex-wife. Wife gone. Regret. But I kill it, and I win 3-0 and finish with a -29 and not in last. Redemption.
Up next, Yeroon against Sev. Sableye is going to start out against Virizion.
It was a battle.
As Sev is going to immediately switch into Togekiss, allowing Yeroon to get up a free Mega Evolution. Misses the Will-O-Wisp. Skuntank is going to come in. Gets hit by a D-Gleam. Only going to hit for neutral because of, the Poison Dark typing. Goes straight for Poison Jab. Does a lot of damage and gets the poison. And obviously since it's outsped, rest in peace, any chance to flinch. Togekiss is going to switch, but not before it can get hit by a Pursuit and die. Magmortar is going to come in, avoid the Tail Slap, and opt to go for a Lava Plume to finish up the Skuntank.
I will stench with Tail Slap for the flinches.
Physical Greninja is going to come in with Waterfall, almost killing Fat Miramon. Living by a Focus Sash. Gribbsnarl is going to come in, gets hit by a Waterfall for 38%. Greninja is opting to go for Gunk Shot to finish it off, and then Battle Bomb is going to proc, so now we have an Ash Greninja on our hands. Golisopod is going to come in as Yeroon switches into Mandibuzz, predicting the Aqua Jet. Electivire is going to come in, getting hit by a U-turn as Hiroon is going to opt to pivot into Crocodile. Crick Claw is going to proc, and Electivire is going to miss the cross chop, allowing Hiroon to get up a free layer of mid-game rocks. Quick Claw is going to proc again as Hiroon switches into Mega Sableye, allowing for a cross chop on a Mon that is now immune to cross chop. Ice Punch is going to do, a decent little chunk of damage as Hiroon's going to get a Will-O-Wisp off on the Electivire, so, half the attacking power now. Shadowsneak's going to continue to whittle this thing down as it opts to go for Metronome Focus Blast, which, again, Electivire, this thing's kind of immune to fighting type moves. So, getting hit by Shadowsneak. Metronome again into Simple Beam, which gets magic bounced back.
Which is scary.
Getting hit by another Shadowsneak. Metronome again into Topsy Turvy, which gets bounced back, but there are no stats to flip.
If we had gotten a simple boosting move and then got topsy-turvied from Magic Bounce, that would have been great.
And then one more Shadowsneak is going to finish off this Electivire. Virizian's going to come in. Opts to go for Leaf Blade, doing a considerable amount of damage. Metal Burst is going to, in turn, do almost 40%. Getting hit by another Leaf Blade, as Sableye is going to recover. And Leaf Blade.
Decided to make some rude Sableye sets late this season.
And a Metal Burst. Followed by a Shadowsneak to secure the kill. Gallistopod
is fine for doing stuff.
Gallistopod's going to come in, go for first impression, doing 35% to the Sableye. Barely not killing. Emergency exit is going to proc, so Magmortar is back in, and it's gone. Gallistopod is going to come back in. It's now at 6% after rocks. First impression is going to finish off Sableye. Crocodile is going to come in.
If Hiroon didn't let Sev finish that Sableye off, Sev would have finished in negative double digits.
Yep. And the Aerial Ace is going to finish off Gallistopod.
And Sev would have been the 8th seed because Jack beat him in the head-to-head.
Up next, Lion Boy against Ray. So, Lion Boy's, I haven't seen this one at all. So, Lion Boy's going to lead out with Sandaconda against Ray's Nihilego, who immediately is going to run away and be replaced by a Glucolo, allowing Lion Boy to get up a free layer of Stealth Rocks before switching into Rotom-Mow, getting hit by a Scald. Does not get burned. Not that it really matters for, a special attacker like Rotom-Mow. Zapdos is going to come in as Rotom's going to set up a light screen. Zapdos is going to reveal Defog, getting rid of Screen and Reflect and Rocks, but Rotom is going to get up and Reflect. Gets Toxicked before opting to go for Shadow Ball for 19%. Lion Boy is going to switch into Celesteela as Ray's going to Roost, getting that health back up to full. Zapdos is going to Defog again, getting rid of the Reflect, as Celesteela is going to go for Autotomize. Keldeo is going to come in place of Zapdos, getting hit by a now not very effective Rock Slide for considerably little damage. Acrobatics is going to bring this thing down to below half, as Keldeo is going to be able to set up a substitute with barely more than a quarter of health remaining after leftover damage. Acrobatics is going to get rid of that substitute really quickly, however, and Scald is going to do 40%. No burn, however, which definitely would have come in handy. Acrobatics is going to finish off Keldeo. However, even if Celesteela was burned, that likely still would have killed from that range. Nihilego is going to come in and opt to go for Thunderbolt, proccing Weakness Policy on this now 5% Celesteela, as Earthquake is going to bring this thing down to its Sash. And another T-Bolt is going to finish it off. The crit didn't matter there. Beast Boost is going to raise this thing's special attack. Infernape is going to come in, as Ray's going to switch into Ludicolo, getting hit by a Mach Punch for 35%. Ludicolo's going to opt to go for a fake out, so some free chip. Endeavor is not going to do anything as more health than the Ludicolo. Scald is going to kill this Infernape. He's not going to be able to do this 2 weeks in a row, I regret to inform you. Indeedee is going to come in, setting up Psychic Terrain, and Expanding Force is going to kill Ludicolo.
Yeah, so Indeedee is definitely not a tier 4 next season. Yeah, we're not letting that
learn how to
happen.
do a fucking infinite.
And then Toxic to the Indeedee. Wait, don't tell me this thing sweeps everything with Expanding
It doesn't
Force.
sweep everything, but it almost does.
So, crit Expanding Force, not that it mattered. That would have just killed normally. That's going to get rid of Zapdos. Nihilego's going to come in. That thing's at 1%. It's dying.
I don't know why he
Or
switched
not,
out.
because for some reason he switched. Why did he switch?
Because he wants
Maybe
to clean with Dracozolt instead.
Power Jump's going to trigger Sand Spit, setting up Sandstorm as the eject button procs. Thank God Nihilego's part Rock type, otherwise that would have been the worst way to die. However, an Earthquake from Dracozolt is going to finish it off. Evil being that must not be named is going to, lose half of its health before doing 80% do this Dracozolt. Late game Tailwind is not going to save this Whimsicott from being dead. Thank God.
It's 2 Iron Tails in a row, by the way.
All my homies hate
I
Whimsicott.
could never.
Surfetch is going to come in on the Bolt Beak, doing 85%. No crit on that Leaf Blade, which is not going to do any favors. A crit would have killed. Crit Quick Attack, however, will finish the job. Sandagon is going to come in on a Leaf Blade. Again, no crit. Going to get back up. Sandstorm again, and Earthquake is going to finish the job.
Scarf Indeedee could have 100% clean.
Yeah, I don't know why he switched.
And that's why Scarf Indeedee is dead. That's why Indeedee's not going to be a tier 4 next season. Hyland.
Yeah,
You fucked up.
that's a tier 3 at minimum now.
Yeah, both of them are really good, especially since Indeedee has the higher offensive stat.
I feel like I
Well,
might
this is
just
Indeedee
go.
female, Sid.
I feel like I'm probably gonna go as far as to say, hey, if a Pokemon has a Surge ability, that's at minimum that's tier 3.
That makes sense. Except for
Wacky.
Pincurchin, because Pincurchin's really, slow.
Thwacky. We put Thwacky in tier 3.
Okay, no.
Wacky's actually really good for Grassy Surge.
We have in tier 4 though for that.
Yeah. I mean, tier 4 is fine. Like for
Fucking Thwacky.
if it's fully evolved and it has a Surge ability, it's tier 3 minimum. Unless it's Pincurchin, because Pincurchin's just sort of, eh.
It's good, but it's just
Pincurchin.
it's too slow.
It's
to actually
reliant on
do
Trick
anything.
Room. If you don't have Trick Room, that thing's not doing shit.
It relies on BS basically.
Callisto against Sandy. One day, this thing will default to music off. God damn it, Showdown. Pincurchin is bad. Its only point is Surge. Yeah. That Mon is just... That Mon's only saving grace from, being perpetually stuck in a state of obscurity is the fact that it has Electric Surge. As its ability.
It's just less funny Pyukamuku.
Pincurchin is literally just Galarian Pyukamuku. Don't at me.
Yeah, but just
Don't know why it wasn't just called Galarian Pyukamuku. Yeah, base 5 speed too. Like,
5.
it does make it literally the fastest mon in existence in Trick Room. I don't think there's a single mon that has lower than base 5 speed.
No.
So if you're in Trick Room, that thing is the fastest mon in existence.
What's its base attack?
100 base attack and some 90
Yeah,
something special attack.
has pretty good
not bad.
offenses. Problem is, doesn't have anything that takes advantage of that lower speed. So it doesn't get Gyro Ball, which would have been monstrous on it.
Does it get Electro Ball? It's
Nope.
technically an electric. Not even for electric terrain?
I think it does, but unfortunately, electric Roll doesn't factor. It doesn't invert from Trick Room. It still factors speed. So something like Electro Ball would still do no damage, because even though it's going first in the priority from Trick Room, it's still not naturally faster.
Give him Bolt Beak.
Sandy's going to lead up with Nesquik against Flygon, opting to U-turn, pivoting directly into Steelix, as Flygon is going to opt for a Dragon Dance. Side note, by the way, speaking of our Lord and Savior, the Crimson Chin, 2 more days.
2 more days until you're asking me?
No, two more days until Powdered Toast Man.
Oh. It's tomorrow. It's tomorrow. Oh, no, it is 2 days. Never
It's Tuesday.
Two days until the Smash reveal.
It's the same day as the Smash reveal. Which was deliberate. There's no way they didn't deliberately do that.
It was deliberate. Also kind of speaking of that, Sandy, you need to send me the things.
What am I sending you?
The things from last night. The
I
submission.
thought that was just input. I didn't realize that was actually something you wanted us to do. I thought that was optional.
I just edited mine into the
No.
form since I have editing perms.
Yeah, I know. No, Sandy, I stressed that it wasn't optional. Did you read the whole thing?
Yes, apparently I'm stupid.
I put something in all caps saying we needed it ASAP. That does not mean it's
All right,
optional.
you guys can argue about this in a little bit. Also, Sandy, please get out of the wind tunnel.
No.
All right, Earthquake is going to bring this Steelix down to sturdy, proccing the weakness policy.
Hold on, did I just get a Sugar Mama request?
And Ironhead is going to finish off Flygon. Xurkitree
Hello.
is going to come in as Sandy switches into Decidueye, getting hit by an energy ball for very little damage. Venusaur is going to come in place of Xurkitree, allowing a safe switch in on Toxic. Steelix is going to come back in, as Venusaur is going to Mega Evolve and Sludge Bomb. So, bam, good prediction. However, it is going to get sacked to Giga Drain.
I went for Explosion. That turned helping I was faster because I was max speed, but I wasn't.
Metachamp is going to come in as Callisto switches into Skarmory. To go for Fling, getting rid of its Choice Scarf. As Sandy then switches into Cinderace on a Toxic from Skarmory. Venusaur is going to come back in, getting hit by a Super Fang, which I didn't even know Cinderace got. And then Pyro Ball is barely going to not kill Venusaur because Thick Fat is a hell of a drug. Because Venusaur is going to get back
What fucking item was the Cinderace?
some health from Synthesis. U-turn is going to allow Cinderace to pivot into Kyurem. Yeah, it was Heavy Duty Boots.
Okay, that was my guess, because I'm like, I don't see it doing anything. This
As Venusaur is going to Synthesis to get its health back before switching into Clefable, getting hit by Ice Beam. Unfortunately, no Tep and Ball Torture. As
Otherwise, I'm gonna call it denied.
all right,
Good night, hero.
So, yeah.
Licky Licky is going to come in on another Ice Beam. Still no Tep and Ball Torture. Feels bad, man. A third Ice Beam. Still no Tep and Ball Torture. Toxic is going to be thrown. Going to opt to Protect on this Ice Beam. Get a little bit of health back from our leftovers.
Oh, no tapping ball torture. There it is.
The best form of freeze. The one that you don't thaw out from.
This week was the first week I ran Heavy Duty Boots in 2 seasons.
Xurkitree is coming to come in on D-Gleam. And then Venusaur is going to be switched in, allowing Decidueye to get all of its health back from a Roost. Sandy's then going to switch into Metacham as Venusaur goes for a Sludge Bomb, dealing over 70% of this Metacham's health. Cycle Cut is going to bring this Clefable down to 11%. And then another Psycho Cut is going to kill. Am I admittedly wondering what the Fling is for? So this thing actually had like a really, really, really cool set. This thing was Fling, Recycle, Choice Scarf. And his entire game plan was, for the things he needed to outspeed, he had the Scarf. When he wanted more diversity, he could just fling it, and now he has options.
Can you recycle things you flung?
Yes.
Yes.
Because you can't recycle things that have been knocked off.
No, if it's
Yeah,
flung, you can
because-
recycle.
If it has been consumed, or if you've flung it, it's something that can be recycled, as like the item has not been technically removed from you. It's just gone because you consumed it.
So his entire plan was he had options for the things he didn't need the choice scarf for, and then when he needed the choice scarf, he could just recycle it. And because he's recycling the choice scarf, he's not locked into any move prior, so he can then change his move if he wants to. Like, just fucking galaxy brain play, honestly. I never would have thought to do that. A Drain Punch from Metacham is going to get back, 20% health. However, Rocky Helmet's going to proc. And a crit Ironhead is going to finish it off. Plasma Fists. Plasma Fists. Venusaur. Venusaur is going to take 19%. So, pretty hefty chunk. As Zeraora is going to opt to go for a bulk up. Venusaur is going to get back to full health from a synthesis. As Zeraora is going to opt to go for acrobatics, doing 37%. Earth Power is going to proc the Shucka Berry, which of course means now no item. Acrobatics has double base power, and that is going to do enough damage to kill Mega Venusaur.
I guess with Death Drop there, if that didn't happen, then Zeraora took out Zergotry as well.
Yeah. Zergotry is going to come in as Sandy switches into Decidueye, taking Dazzling Gleam. Skarmory is going to come back in now. As Decidueye opts to go for Hex. Sandy's then going to switch into Kyurem. Skarmory's going to opt to go for Brave Bird, taking some recoil damage. And then Kyurem is going to get a crit Ice Beam to finish off this Skarmory. Not that it mattered. The normal Ice Beam would have killed. Zergotry is going to come in as Sandy switches into Decidueye on yet another D-Gleam. Another D-Gleam is going to bring this down to 31%. However, Decidueye has the Godsend that is Roost and just does not care. Decidueye is going to miss the Toxic, which is unfortunate, because if this thing gets Toxic, that means double power Hex, which is exactly what he's trying to go for. So we're just going to have another turn of Roosting here, because he needs to be at enough health to where he can get the Toxic off and still live the following turn. He's going to get the Toxic on the next try. As another Dazzling Gleam is going to do 22%. Decidueye is going to get its health back up to Roost just in case.
And yeah, it's not doing enough for specs.
It was 100%.
Again, just click Hex.
He needed to be sure.
I can't risk Hex not killing and then being crit.
He needed to be sure.
You had 3 other Mons.
Yeah, and he wanted the differential.
The differential that didn't matter?
It was Zerg. So if I send in Kyurem, it's dead. If I send in Zeraora, it's probably dead. If I send in Cinderace, it might not die, but then I might not kill it from
Toxic, Sandy.
I understand that. It's called playing it safe.
Get out of the wind tunnel.
No, I have my headset's charging. I can put my AirPod in my mouth if you want.
No.
Okay, I'm doing it.
No, Sandy, you are on stream. Do not subject the chat to that.
Alright, and that's enough of that.
Thank you. Thank you, based spirit in the sky. I am so glad that it is currently... Sorry.
No, I messed up my wording there. I was going to say the Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
That's what he sounded like.
Hello.
I am so glad that it is currently Spoopy Monk, which means Spoof's power is currently at its peak. Alright. Finally, I saved the best for last. Or in this case, the saltiest for last, because this is absolutely being nominated for saltiest match.
It already has been.
So, fuck you, Wade. I was right.
They have Spooks
So bad for Kevin.
against Kevin. So, a bit of context for this. I helped Spooks with 4 out of the 6 sets of this.
To be honest,
All I had been told was that this was a meme fight.
that's even worse.
So, we came up with what I think are some pretty memey sets. In fact, I'll pull up the paste bin right now, since a lot of these sets did not get the chance to be shown off. So I will show them off right now. So yeah, this is... Yo, that was not... What the hell was that?
Man, that trick
That's
is
a
my
season
body.
3 preview. That's a season 4 preview, my dude.
Well, got rid of that real quick. There we go. So, we had, the whole gimmick here was, Mr. Mime was Zoroark and vice versa, which is why we had Calm Mind Zoroark and Nasty Plot Mr. Mime. We also had Icy Wind and Confusion because Technician. Magic Coat was here because we know how much Kevin loves Glare, and so we wanted to just bounce that back at him. On Zoroark's end, this was originally leftovers, but then I pointed out that, Spooks, this is Kevin, the guy who's been bringing King's Rock Zygarde for weeks. I say we try to beat him at his own game. Put King's Rock on the Zoroark. So we had King's Rock, we had Dark Pulse, we had Entry Sense, so we had 2 moves that had a chance to flinch, and then we have Burning Jealousy, which gets a chance to flinch. And the reason we had Burning Jealousy here was because even though Mr. Mime doesn't get it, it's such a vague move to where no one would question it. Spooks got away with using U-turn disguised as a Mr. Mime and as a Goodra before. He could get away with Burning Jealousy on Mr. Mime.
Yeah, I don't know how I didn't put 2 and 2 together the first week. I watched that
No
video.
one.
I'm like, what am I thinking?
No one knows Zoroark better than Spooks.
I'm like, Mr. Mime used U-turn. Okay, this is fine.
So the mainnet trick, I decided just make it all fangs. So it had Foul, it had Howl, and then it had Ice Fang, Fire Fang, Thunder Fang. Then we had physical Milotic with D-Dance, Coil, Body Slam, Aqua Tail. Goodra. So
That was rude. That Groot just said is rude.
originally, so Spooks put in Acid Armor on this. I wanted to give it D-Dance. It doesn't get D-Dance. It's the only pseudo-legendary other than Garchomp that doesn't get D-Dance.
Metagross gets Dragon Dance?
No.
No, it doesn't.
It's the only Dragon-type pseudo other than Garchomp that doesn't get D-Dance.
No, Garchomp? Oh, wait, no, Garchomp is Sword Stance. That's right.
It also gets Scale
Garchomp
Shot, but it does not get
Garchomp doesn't
D-Dance.
get D-Dance.
Garchomp gets
so-
D-Dance to be a Uber. Salazzle gets Dragon Dance. Wait, that's not good.
So Spooks put Acid Armor on it. And I wanted to put D-Dance, didn't get D-Dance. Then I saw it got Curse, and so I was like, Acid Armor, Curse, Body Press. Do it. And then we also had Power Whip there just for coverage. And then the Morpeko was just sort of here. Had Heavy Duty Boots. It had Fake Out, and then Overwheel, obviously, and then it had, the whole plan was, okay, Fake Out on a turn other than the first turn is out, so that way Stompy Tantrum has boosted power. And so that was the entire plan there.
It was also Rapid Spin because I knew how much Kevin liked his webs.
Yeah. And so Kevin got really livid that we, quote, didn't bring Metronome. First of all, Spooks literally only has one Mon that can possibly learn Metronome, and that's Mr. Mime. Second of all, Kevin asked Spooks for a, quote, meme/metronome fight. Didn't specifically say a metronome fight. Memes do not equal metronome.
I don't think he was mad that you didn't bring Metronome. I just think he was
Yeah,
mad
almost.
because the sets you clicked they didn't look like memes. When I was watching the battle, I'm like, where are the memes here? Like,
Oh,
he's
they-
just setting up on them.
We had memes. The problem is that we just didn't get to show them off.
I don't think this is as egregious as the Tyler one.
Also, right, you're right. I'm not Sev.
Look, there was an attempt, all right? There was an attempt.
Was it a good attempt? That's left to be determined.
That whether or not it was a good attempt is subjective, but there was an attempt, and there is no denying that.
So we also put these together in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that too. We didn't really have a lot of time to work with it. Spooks
I'll
literally
tell you
was
straight up,
like,
that Goodra set is not a meme. That Goodra set is disgusting.
okay, again, I'm gonna go back to the 10-minute defense here. Spooks literally asked for my help. We had 10 minutes before they were supposed to fight. I just sort of jumped on the first things I saw. I don't really have a lot of time to be creative in 10 minutes, dude.
I said mixed Gudra, and then I'm like, you know what?
Yeah. I thought that this was infinitely memeier than just mixed Gudra.
This Gudra is down to 6 standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's funnier than acid armor charisma?
Yeah, I think it's hilarious. I still think it's hilarious. I stand by it.
It's not hilarious when you're playing against it for memes, when you bring, like, you know, wacky shit. Then you see Pokemon using defensive setup moves.
Right,
You're
well,
like, what is this?
Here's the thing, Wade. There's wacky memes, and then there's just disgusting memes. This is the latter.
No one likes disgusting memes.
Okay, well, I wasn't trying to make disgusting memes. It just sort of happened. I don't try to make something oppressive. It just happens sometimes.
I wasn't trying to be racist. It just kind of happened.
Okay, let's not make that exaggeration.
I didn't mean to mispronounce Niger. I'm sorry.
Look, guys, I didn't mean to drop that lit match in front of the orphanage, alright? It was a mistake.
You just read
But
my
that
mind. I was
didn't mean
about to
to
say,
say
look,
that.
I didn't mean to drop
Literally.
that bomb in front of the orphanage. It just kind of happened.
That's not my water bucket. That's my extra gasoline bucket. What have you done?
Barry, you idiot!
I broke down a note. I told myself not to make my gasoline bucket and my water bucket the same color. And stupid me forgot to change the buckets. My mistake. It just kind of happened. It won't happen again.
Well, yeah, the orphan's already dead. It can't happen again.
Oh, please, what are they gonna do? Tell their parents?
Tomato. He said it.
Okay, come on. If I didn't make the rebuttal, somebody else would have. Let's be real.
Depending on where they go, yeah, they're probably gonna tell their parents.
Oh shit, you're right. Also, let's be real. If I didn't make the joke, someone else would have.
And now, the battle.
All right.
Sonic quote, bully orphans. What are they gonna do? Tell their parents?
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Oh yeah, no. Raid has a counting. Like, Ray has a counter argument for you, Wade. Kevin is a disgusting meme, or do glare shenanigans not register?
Well, was the intent for your game a meme fight?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No. Yeah, that's yeah.
Eye for an
guess
eye.
I'm
Eye for
spoiled.
an eye.
I guess I'm spoiled because my memes with Kevin are always pretty good. Or at least when I meme with people, it's very obvious what the plans are. So it's just kind of like, if something goes wrong, it's their fault.
Anyway, we've been hung up about this for long enough. Time for the actual fights. Showdown one day. I'm going to make you give me default settings on this replay site. For fuck's sake.
I always have default settings. For, like,
They
putting on
don't preserve my settings for some reason. I have tried clearing cookies and everything. They preserve my settings on the normal site, but for some reason, whenever I go to the replay site, it always defaults to light mode. It always defaults to music on. It
No,
does.
like, I always have the option to play and then play without music.
Yeah, see, sometimes, I think it's just a recent change. Sometimes I click play without music and it just starts with music anyway.
Huh.
It doesn't happen all the time. I think it's just a bug that's happened recently, I guess, which hopefully they fix. But, like, I've tried clearing my browser cache, I've tried clearing my cookies, it's still happening, so... It's just one of those things where I've just gotta... It's clearly on their end, I've just gotta wait for them to fix it. So Machamp is going to come in as Spooks leads with Mr. Mime, air quotes, which will opt to go for extrasensory, as Machamp is going to metronome, setting up a layer of T-spikes. Now our Mr. Mime is going to opt to go for Calm Mind, as we're going to get a metronome on Hail. And then yet another extrasensory is going to finish off Machamp.
Champ.
Mew is going to come in, opt to go for Metronome Encore. Mew is then going to Metronome into Stored Power, which... Oh, what? Hang on. That doesn't seem right.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's not Zoroark. That's all I can tell you.
Can't believe this man cheated and brought a Zoro up when he didn't even draft it. SMH. Yeah, so, yeah, wow, a Zoroark. I totally didn't see that coming. No, so that, disguise is broken.
I couldn't name it Mr. Mime.
Yep. Dark Pulse is going to finish off Mew as Mine is going to come in, Metronome into Noble Roar. Zoroark is going to opt to Calm Mind. Mine is going to Metronome into Gust. Getting taken by over half of its health by a extrasensory. Ice Beam is not going to kill, and it's going to die to another extrasensory.
No tap and ball torture.
Morpeko is going to come in as Kevin brings in Miltank Metronomes into Mudshot, lowering Morpeko's speed. We're now in Hangry form. Miltank is going to opt to go for Acid Armor as Spooks is going to get rid of the T-Spikes with Rapid Spin.
Oh, God. That's right.
A
No.
No, it was heavy duty boots.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Revenge is barely going to not kill out Morpeko and is going to Aura Wheel, followed by a Fake Out, which will obviously fail. However, it will die to a Metronome Pollen Puff.
My coverage. No.
Milotic is going to come in, getting hit by a crit Dragon Tail, so now we have Goodra in. Who will that get hit by a Metronome to Play Rough, procking Gooey. We're going to opt to just, get our curse up.
Head up on the thing spinning metronome. This poor cow.
Yep.
Oh no.
Gooey's going to proc again. Get the acid armor.
I don't know what your problem is. Groovy is making schmoves.
Metronomes into Swords Dance. No, just curse again.
See,
it's
now the
fine.
setup is justified.
Yeah. Look, the setup on both sides here, whether or not it was intentional, is, and now get ready for the slowest cow in the business, as we have the world's longest text box. Let's just take this in.
Won't go any lower.
It had to scroll. And then, Water Breath is going to do a trunk. It's going to Metronome into Rock Throw. Now have +6 defense on our gooey boy. It's fine. Body Press is going to kill his Miltank. So, Mawile is going to come in, going for a Ancient Power, doing over 75% with a single Body Press, proccing the Citrus Berry. As Mawile opts to go for Rest, getting its health back up to full. Power Whip is going to miss. Mawile is going to opt to go for Sleep Talk and Rest. Getting hit by another Body Press, so now down to 23% health. And this Mawile is just notorious for BMing because it just keeps killing itself before his opponents can. So we're going to see that this Ancient Power is not going to give the boost. Curse again for the hell of it.
Yeah, I felt like I was being too mean.
Yep. Mawile is going to wake up, go for Steel Beam, and kill itself before its opponent can kill it, yet again. And so now, Zygarde is going to come in and get ready for the funniest way this can end. Camouflage into a normal type, and it's gone. It's the funniest way that any fight could end. I'm sorry. It's just so funny. Every time, it's just like, you just look at that sidecar, and it's just like, all that's going through his head is just, oh no.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, it's just, I'm gonna give it up to replaying that. It's just, oh no.
Because it's like, he camouflages and he's like, oh, you can't see me? Oh, you can't see me? Oh, you can't see me.
Oh no, you can see me! No, this is the...
That's what the game
Hang on. This is... Yo, Namekian Dog is gonna be OD body press.
That is a 2H.
Alright.
That's good age.
Oh, I know. That's a that's a Broly 2M. If anything.
2M! Alright. On that note.
Well, you guys didn't show my game.
No, we did.
Yeah.
Kappa.
So. Here is the pecking order.
Pecking order?
Not last!
In first place is Tyler.
Shocker.
In second place is Sandy.
Shocker.
In third place is Lion Boy.
Is the thing.
Shocker! I'll chase you to the SDI.
In fourth place is Clay. Fifth place is Callisto. In sixth place is Yaroon.
Madman. Fucking Monodari and Top Cut over 2
Be
people.
sure to check out his new reality TV show. It's going to be airing next spring.
Yep. Exclusively on Nick at Night.
Exactly.
In seventh place is Sev. In eighth place is Jack. In ninth place is Snazzy. In 10th place is Wade.
From the depths of hell.
In 11th
Put
place
my rate up.
is Spooks. In 12th place is Ray. And in dead last is Kevin.
Almost.
All I know is I did the math right.
Moving.
Like, the sheet is
Yeah,
set.
no, the formula was
Yeah,
spaced
I
up.
know.
Like, the formula updates in real time. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
no, it was Clay notified me of it this morning.
You love
I
Paul
fixed
Wood.
Yeah.
I fixed it. It was just the formula was targeting the wrong cells for week 13.
Because then when my game happened and nothing changed, I'm like, yeah, something wrong.
It was just targeting the wrong cells for week 13.
Oh, so we took the something's wrong pill. Got it.
Yeah.
Something's
So here's our MVP table. In first place is our large soda. In second place is our number 9 large.
Barely, might I add. It just played one more game than Reggie Steele, or would have.
Yep.
You know, at the same thing.
In third place is Saitama. In fourth place is Kyurem. Fifth place goes to Tales of Arise the Mew. Petch the Mega Mawile is in sixth. Nesquik the Cinderace is in seventh. Final Frogget the Greninja from the depths of hell has risen to 8th place. Dion Ooh the Mega Venusaur is in 9th. Floppy Ears the Indeedee female is in 10th and will be immediately forced to be banned to tier 3.
Delphox probably should too.
There's a lot of things we need.
Yeah, we're definitely going back to.
Tier
We
2.
are. Can we agree we're going back to the drawing board next
It's
season?
like one by one. I don't care if it takes that long.
Yeah, agreed. We're going back to the drawing board next
Tier
season.
1?
Shut up on that part, though. You can talk about that when we get to tier 5, because that's where it belongs.
No, I am.
That's still tier 1.
I am fully willing to just go back to the drawing board season 4.
Hey, if Joey's in it, if Joey's doing it, he can help.
Yeah, he can definitely help. My man has a lot of experience with draft.
We keep Basculin red in tier 1 though.
Yes.
Yes.
It would be so freaking funny.
You have to remember. No, you have to remember. I think we put both of them in tier 1. You have to remember, if you like Basculin's a thing now.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because we're gonna get
No,
that power
prove that
lead.
it's Eviolite though. It's not bulky.
Yeah, but still, that's Eviolite Basculin.
Eviolite elevates everything up higher.
Yeah.
Does Basculin have setup?
Dragon Dance.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah.
No,
It's,
no, it doesn't.
You know what? I'll look this up right now.
You know what?
the only problem with Joey being on the thing is his one like rule is going to be we have to unban Galarian Darmanitan, and I don't know if we can do that.
Why do you think I allowed only Zen mode this season?
He's going to say Guerrilla Tactics really isn't that bad.
And again, even though I love Joey, if you're watching this, I love you, man. But I'm sorry, I do not agree with you. Guerrilla Tactics Storm is too powerful.
Not happening.
We see eye to eye on a lot of things, but Galarian Darm is not one of them. I'm sorry.
I guess agility.
So Red Stripe does not get it.
Which means Blue Stripe doesn't.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't get Dragon. It gets Scale Struck though. It gets Scale Struck.
Yeah, they get Scale Shot, but not D-Dance.
So basically, the Eviolite is even better defense there anyway.
Yeah, because that means they could just do one Scale Shot, and their defense would just be the same as it would be without Eviolite. So, Floppy Ears the Indeed is in 10th, Treesus the Zerkatry is in 11th, Furrybait the Delphox is in 12th, Blake the Jirachi is in 13th, JP Shibayama the Electivire is in 14th. Totally didn't forget to specify what mon that is. Totally not correcting that right now as I'm speaking. And finally, Plasma Fist the Zero Aura is in 15th. And now, here's the bracket for playoffs. Remember that playoffs will be happening the week after next week, because next week is HDL Honors Season 3.
Correct.
So the week after that, in other words, the week of Monday the 11th is the week that playoffs will be happening. We're going to be doing things a little bit different this season, just due to the fact that we have, 2 more people in playoffs than we did last season.
The quarterfinals week.
So for the quarterfinals, I will be doing a recap style, much like the actual recap streams, where I will just be commentating in post the first 4 matches for the quarterfinals. Semifinals might be done in real time. They may not be. It depends on people's schedules. But I definitely still want to do the grand finals live as they're happening. Everything else is really sort of just up in the air. But quarterfinals are going to be done in post, and I absolutely want to do the grand finals and the runner-up match in real time. Semifinals will go either way. It just depends on people's schedules. So here's our bracket. Tyler is going to be fighting Jack. Sandy is fighting Sev. Lion Boy is fighting Yaroon. And Clay is fighting Kalisto.
Did you have to ask Tyler how the brackets should be set up?
Okay, so
we did it on our own, and then we did it on our own, and then we had him.
I was about to say, I looked it up, and we did it on our own, and then we added Tyler.
Yeah, we added him and had him proof check.
How do you respond?
1 and 8 should be on the side of the 3 and 6. So yeah,
they are.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just speaking out loud.
And so, now the moment you've all been waiting for. Oh wait, never mind. I don't roll Snom. I'm so used to play having Snom.
Roll Snom anyways. Let's see what Snom
you
would
can
have
roll
been.
Snom. You can.
You know what? Let's see what it would have been. Yeah, I'll
I'll
humor it. Yeah, I just put it. You know what? Fuck it. I'll put it on the list.
Put every mega in the list. Mega U2Y, Mega U2X.
Yeah, add those in. Let's see if it actually.
All right, let's see. So that would be
next season. You just add those to the list.
Mega Blaziken. What else is the Lotties as well? So Latios, Latios.
Mega Lopunny, Mega Metagross.
Oh God.
There's a lot of band power.
Metagross, Salamence.
Yeah. I feel like there's one other like legit one.
Lopunny, Lucario,
Lucario.
Yeah,
Gengar.
You know, Gengar Mega wouldn't even be as bad if it just had a
The problem is
different
just that it has Shadow Tag. If that thing
ability.
had
That's
any
its only
ability, yeah, if that thing had any ability other than Shadow Tag, I would allow it.
would have been fine.
See, Blaziken, Latios, Metagross, Salamence, Lopunny, Lucario, Gengar, both Mega Mewtwo's.
Yeah, it's fine. Just roll it.
No,
Yeah,
I'm going all the way.
I'm pretty sure that's all of them.
I need to look who else we need. I mean, we need Sandy and Snazzy to submit
And
things,
then-
and Jack. But I don't think and Callisto, but I don't think we're gonna get anything from Callisto and Jack.
Rayquaza, okay.
We may just have to do them. Do their
Select all, copy, list randomizer. Snom would have been a Snom.
Snom. Shocker.
Disappointment.
Oh, let's brought it back. Still a
No.
Snom.
Disappointment.
Mega
Oh,
Steelix,
there you go.
again.
Oh, we already got that one though.
Mega Gengar, there we go.
There you go. There's the first banned one.
Oh, and the left one. Megazord Y. And the next one. Mega Dancy. Snom.
What's hilarious
Snom.
is I'm getting more, like more Mega.
Snom. Mega Zam. Mega Lopunny.
Yeah.
Hamburger.
Snom.
Snom again.
That's.
Snom.
Add a
Snom again.
hamburger in?
No.
Mega Zam.
That's so.
Mega Latios.
Hylian, can you just add the word hamburger in and then roll?
Hamburger. Okay, yeah, sure. We'll add hamburger. Give me a minute.
Sandy, I want to add your stuff to the form real time. We're doing
Just,
this right now.
Hamburger.
So what exactly am I sending you? Because I think I'm stupid.
What are your two favorite? I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm just gonna ask you. What are your two favorite nicknames you've used?
I've used personally.
Yes, this season. All the stuff you're submitting is stuff you've used. Cinderace and stuff from past seasons can't count because you used them.
We did it. It took 6 times, but we got the hamburger, boys. Let's go.
Let's go.
Poggers.
Okay, I'll go with. Even though I don't have it, I'll go Swill the Dawn fan because that
Can I-
one was a good one.
Can I get a
was a
Diet
great
Dr.
Well, that was
Kelp?
you only used it 1 week though.
No, I know I used it multiple weeks.
He's done multiple weeks.
Okay. I like Pokechin MD.
I like that one too. Can we do that one too? Yeah.
That's your personal preference. I think Dawn Fan would be the more.
Well, no, he gets
widely-
2.
Well, I know he already said Cinderace, did he not?
Well, no,
No, I didn't.
Cinderace doesn't count because he's used Cinderace before.
Oh, right, because he had it last.
And
Zeraora.
Zeraora.
Same like 3 mons.
And Zeraora.
And Decidueye.
Decidueye.
And Suicune.
And
And
Suicune. That's it.
Yeah, just half his team. That's it.
Yeah, it's just half his team.
That's it.
And on that note, I'm going to call it a stream here. Thank you guys so much
Hamburger.
for tuning in. I'm getting text messages.
Hamburger. That's what they're saying. What kind of hamburger do you want?
The fuck is this shit? You're on our bull wait list. While you wait, sign up for emails and get 30 minutes free in gameplay. Visit mainevent.com to register. What?
Oh, they're talking about grilled cheeseburgers.
I didn't sign up for this.
I got the same thing.
find hot babes in your area if you give me $1 million and your mommy's credit card information.
Dang it, I still am waiting for Sandy to get that money back from the IRS first. Then I can
The funny
totally
thing-
do it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later with the Nuzlocke. Not sure when that will happen. Figure it out. Well, I mean, probably happen next week because Clay's not really at a location where he can do that this week.
I haven't done. There's also a lot of grinding.
Well, it's also like Clay's pet sitting at his brother's
I don't
place,
have-
so he
I
literally
don't
does
have-
not
I
have
don't
his computer.
I
Yeah.
don't have my save file. That would have
Yeah.
been a smart thing to do to bring it over, but I didn't think of it.
So,
Well, honors is on my channel. Remember?
No, I'm thinking with the Nuzlocke.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But then
The
it's-
honors will be done on Wade's channel, and I will forcibly force him to be using OBS as opposed to Streamlabs OBS, so that way we can actually have good audio for once on his channel. So please go follow him.
Well, no.
Seriously, you have no idea how much effort it's going to be to try to teach him how to use normal OBS. Like, this dude didn't even know how to navigate the file explorer in Windows for literal years.
Okay, I can draw a circle in Python now.
This dude's somehow going to a technology institute despite not having any knowledge about how to fucking navigate an operating system. It's as equally impressive as it is sad. Seriously. Anyway, I'm going to be doing that the week after next, the week of the 11th of October, will be when quarterfinals will be done, and that will be done back on my channel. So you will be seeing me in this coming week. Sometimes it'll be on my channel, sometimes it'll be on others. It depends. But I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys somewhere, sometime later this week. So until then, peace.